Nature to get bawa kalango.
Of course not.
But it feels really good.
What? Like it's a purchase that I bought by mistake. It's so expensive, but I'm glad I bought it.
So bloody expensive. I had gone to do my eyebrows, to thread my eyebrows because I really needed it. And that chick who was like threading my eyebrows, before she threaded my eyebrows, she first went and like put the lip gloss on. And then she comes to me and I'm like, girl, what is that? She showed me the picture. I took a picture and I was like, I have to get it. I went and I got it, but it's expensive because it's vegan. These vegan things, Bitulina.
I think I bought it by mistake. Many these things of good night nakateka biwanve yange.
Be one way to be together. We understand your thing.
Look at how I bought it because I'm like, how did I buy it? It was in my cart.
Hi guys, welcome to our podcast. Since 2001. Wow, it's been a while, guys. We are very sorry.
We don't have to apologize. We had a spring break.
Spring break that was unplanned for, but anyway. So the reason why we have been away, I have to explain myself because it's my fault somehow. I was sick and I lost my voice. Yes, but now my voice is back. Chokana, I kind of miss that husky voice because I was so sexy and mysterious. But now I sound like regular old me. Yeah.
By you, seem to be confused.
Now I can't join you because you've gone so low. He belongs to me. The boy is mine. My. Remix.
Like every time someone talks about a husky voice, Brandy's voice comes to my head. I'm like, Brandy, girl. Like she has a husky voice that is like,
Yeah, speaking of Brandy, Vicky loved Brandy so much. Yeah.
Brandy has always held this like her persona. Her persona relates kind of with Vicky's, which together. Like always nice, always like hey, always happy. So like I get why they related.
Yeah, man. Mowisha. And Mowisha just with the braids, those long braids, those box braids. Mowisha. So, guys, welcome back. Thank you for sticking around, those who stuck around, and welcome our new listeners. I hope you're really enjoying our content. Yeah. So, today's episode is sponsored by Naiga Made. We make handmade stuff, like the jewelry that I'm wearing. Turn around into Demwana. Oh, yeah. With me and my short neck. By the way, I have a royalty neck because I have these lines here in Uganda. They call them bisera, and it means that you're royalty when you have them. So this is a royal bitch right here. Kamala Kalunji royalty. Go back to Naiga Made. Yeah, we make handmade stuff. These are handmade trivets that I make myself. And it's basically almost everything. Not almost everything. Everything is handmade. And then I am also now continuing to do my hand embroidery. So basically do hand embroidery, which you can like stick up. I did this from a picture that I took of myself. I'm going to frame it nicely and put it in my room. So yeah, who are other sponsors?
Our other sponsor is Helen and Simba's Kitchen on YouTube, and we started putting up more videos.
Ooh, I loved your last video of the butter chicken. I don't eat chicken anymore, but then
it looked great.
That shit looked great.
I did host my first iftar of this fasting season.
Congratulations!
I know. I hadn't hosted people in a very long time, so I was a little bit anxious.
Girl, you were up at 6 until 5 a.m. marinating chicken. Like,
it didn't wake me up at 11. I was woke up at 4.
And then what? And then we just serve people tea.
Tea Tina Mandazi.
Na
Yeah, but
mandas.
I made such a fist. It was nice hearing compliments in real time.
Yeah.
And by the way, I'm so thankful, Kamuga. I'm thankful that you were there that day because I couldn't test, so I needed a test of just
Oh,
salt.
kamoga yembuzi.
Yeah, Kamuga being embuzi, sir, please stop complaining about our time. Kamuga Yamanyida, this 5 minute thing.
Wait, he's still complaining about her time.
Yagambye empanvu nnyo olwaleero mwamanyira podcasters edda kiikettaano
Ngawo gamba chi. Tulina okugenda in detail. Tulina, introduce ourselves, talk about what's happening. What made you
But anyway,
tired, by the way, this week? What made you tired?
people asking me where I'm from. When we asked Nambuza, where are you from? And I told them from my mother's body part.
Vija.
Yeah, literally. Because nabadema zokusigulukuka. Anyway, it doesn't go into it's just that you meet a lot of people, even before a conversation starts, they ask you. I never ask people where they're from. I don't know. Do they? I know I've already talked about this, but it really, really, really nags me out. At least in the middle of the conversation, I give me the thrill, being like, you know what? Where are you? Nah, yeah, Chimu Bibidi, why? It just feels like people just want to grade you. They want to grade you somewhere. In
I see.
conversation. Oshitegeera.
Chitegera.
So that made me tired. Yeah, what made you tired?
What made me tired? I'm going back to my workmates. They are Asian. I'm not going to specify which Asian. No, but let me just say they're Filipino. Yeah. And remember we had that conversation of one of them saying something inappropriate to me. Yeah. So I saw them and then I was like, hey, what's up? Good to see you. And I was like, oh, sexy. And I was like, hey, how can you be saying these words at work? And I was this close to telling HR, but then I remembered that, man, cultural differences. There was another Filipino that I met that has used that word on a child. So maybe it meant something else.
Yeah.
And then this week again, yes. So apparently, when a Filipino tells you that you're sexy, it means that you're good looking.
Yeah.
Which I am. So again this week, I was told that I'm sexy. And yet, the funniest thing is this week we had just actually done a course for work for everyone on inappropriate behavior at work and sexual harassment.
Yeah, but the good thing, you already knew what it meant.
I already knew, but no, it made me tired. We just did this freaking course and you're still using these words. I know maybe in the Philippines it's okay, but then, girl, we are in Canada. You can't be saying these things to me, even if I'm sexy. Let's get out of the building and then you tell me, not at work. So I don't know, I kind of felt a little bit small because the person who said it was a female, and she announced it. So I didn't know whether to bring my sexy on or remember I'm at work. I had to check myself because I had started and I was like, no, girl, tone it down. Hey. Twakafunye. But yeah. So obviously you're fasting because it's the time of years. I was going to say time of the month. Yes, which is the time. It still is the time of the month, right? It's the month of fasting. Anyway, in my cup, I'm drinking Slippery Elm. Yeah, if you want to see the benefits, Google the benefits, especially for you, people who have gut issues. And then also, my girl it's slippery. Yeah. Anyway, Why am I being so inappropriate today? I'm also feeling hot. Why am I being so inappropriate? So anyway, today's topic of today is we're just checking in. We're just checking in. That's the topic of today. We're just, what do you call it? Current affairs. Not current affairs of news, but current affairs in our lives. Yeah. Not current affairs of politics. Yeah, because I remember in KPS we used to do current affairs and we had to write news.
Yeah.
Right? So, what's going on with you recently besides...
Right now, currently, it's a topic that I wanted to talk about earlier, but then you were not ready for it. But since we're here, I have to talk about it. Yeah.
Girl, that's a setup.
Yeah, I know, child. So there's this girl, she was called
Girl, bye. Yeah. No.
Yeah, it is currently happening right now.
In your life.
In my life, yes. My feelings are here.
Your feelings are valid.
My feelings are valid, Otio, and it's a current affair. And because I'm chronically on Twitter, yeah. So anyway, this girl went to Maison Noire. She's a born again Christian. She went to Maison Noire. Was having a great time. What
was she doing at Maison Noire? She's a born again.
Okay, people okay. All right. So now, she was apparently, allegedly invited into the boss's office. Then they spiked her drink.
At Maison Noire?
At Maison Noire. Yeah.
And wait, she works at Maison Noire?
No, she was like, girls' night, I believe. Then she was invited to the boss's office.
She's supposed to be in overnight.
She was probably. I tell you, she was a young girl.
I'm sorry for interrupting. I'm sorry. I just don't want to tell that story because I don't want to hear it. But anyway, continue. I have no choice.
So this girl goes into the boss's office. Allegedly, the boss jumps out. He needs CPR. This girl is dying. This girl died. Right? It may have been her drink was spiked. It may have been a medical issue. No one knows. But then suddenly, a born-again Christian called Judith Hard comes up to the podium. Yeah. Girl, I am shocked. But Judith Hard, Miss Girl, came up to the podium and made this whole situation about herself. And started victim blaming and started saying all these things of the worldly. It made me.
Wait, Judith Hard was saying these things at her funeral?
No, not even at her. It's like a long post where she made this girl Martha's death about herself and her faith, but and not in a good way. She would have been like, what, this is she just totally started blaming her of she should have known. Probably as a born again Christian, you're not supposed to be going in this. Kugamba.
I mean, she's a young girl, first of all.
She's a young girl. She was probably trying to figure out herself.
Right. And there's that thing when your boss calls you and you feel.
It wasn't her boss. It was girls going out. Or she's the boss from Mezzo, one of the heads in Mezzo, Naamita. And then Mezzo is not only a gund, it's like a restaurant during that day.
Yeah.
No one knows what time they went. And when you become a Christian, it doesn't mean you lose your free will.
True.
You can actually go. Anyway, long story short, that current affair has made me realize that some sectors in spirituality are prisons of like nedanza banange just because that you chikola na itu ina chikola oshigera one way to okutambulira bwe watyo, and I'm like, no, that's not how life works. Yeah, so I do not know, but yeah, kasita nkugambye empozo bedajja njagala okunyumya.
Of course, you had to do it here on the podcast when you know that there are other people watching and I can't come for you. But it's okay.
But yeah.
That's really sad. That's really sad, man.
Though,
How old was she?
22.
Lord. That's so young.
That's so young. But to me, it may like her drink may have been spikes. It may have been a medical issue.
At 22? Like a heart attack at 22?
It may not have been a heart attack, like it may have been something. Kubanga, no one knows, what really happened. It literally happened like 2-3 days ago. So no autopsy, probably. But yeah, maybe it was the fact that Judith had made it about herself. Is when I was like, Banange, like, but to choose some kubulamwe, like,
yeah, no one was coming for you when you were still on the street, so let these people figure themselves out.
And the street saw you.
Yeah, so like, and no one's saying ish about you, so like, sit down, let her figure herself out, just like how you figured yourself out at 82. Allow her. Wow. Excuse me. Guys, I am still healing. We're going to cut that out.
We're in class, speaking of 82, so we're in class and we're speaking about a procedure, like a procedure that's happening right now that we expected. Like currently, the class that I'm taking is by 2 professors. One is a little bit older. She has been in the medical for over 20 years, and the other one is like probably 8 years or so. So now we were talking about a procedure of like when someone is seizing. Years ago, they used to have a tongue blade. Like they put like a tongue blade so that people don't what?
Chew on their tongue.
Child, this professor is like, probably the other professor who has been a professor longer, like the ones that used to do them. She was born in the 1900s. I'm like,
she actually said that.
So we're all like, hold up.
Shady bitch. Born in the 1900s.
In the 90s would have been like, but in the 1900s, yeah, she tried to mask it, but everyone just paused. I mean, like how
we had it.
Yeah, you can gas on a gondi, go sumakira no fuira ku gondi ku bus. You fart on the bus, and the whole bus goes like. So that's how it happened.
Girl, how loud are your farts? Hey.
They be loud sometimes.
To me, I don't fart. It's just sprinkles and rainbows that come out.
Yeah, but guys, it's healthy to fart and burp. So if you feel a burp, please let it out. If you feel a fart, Nepobeda, you dressed as classy as hell. Don't hold that gas in. Let it out. Yeah.
Because you might spontaneously combust. So anyway, for me, my current affairs, I did it according to me. I'm just recovering from my illness. I had a respiratory illness, which I'm getting better. I feel like, it's like 95% cleared, which I am grateful for. I didn't have to do any antibiotics. I know you were telling me to do antibiotics, but I didn't do that. And then this week, I also... I didn't do antibiotics, girl. I didn't.
I was telling you, to look for... Yeah, I remember when I told you, you need them.
Exactly. Yeah, yes.
But girl,
sit down.
Girl, you were like, so like I was worried.
I know you were worried, and it didn't help because I was crying and shit.
Yeah, yeah, we had to even look through, like, and figure out if it was bacterial wound. Child,
Girl, I'm so dramatic, like sending you pictures of my spit and whatnot.
yeah,
Jesus
but
Christ.
it's a world that I work in now. So,
I know. So I also had my doctor's appointment to just check how things are doing. My last doctor's appointment confirmed that I am that I am extremely anemic. I'm going to ignore that. We're not going to go into details of my doctor's appointment. Anyway, let me kind of go into, I'm not going to go exactly into details, but I had a gynecologist appointment. And then I also had like a general doctor appointment. And then the gynecologist appointment, like they asked me to get ready for it. So I was like, now how do I get ready? Do I do Kegels? Like I've been doing them, but like,
you're
what am I
supposed
supposed to
fast.
do
You're supposed to
for a
fast, right?
gynecologist appointment?
I
Girl,
believe so.
no,
You're supposed to fast.
no.
Mm.
Why would you be fasting for a gynecologist appointment?
Girl, I don't know.
Explanation. You're in the field. Go and ask Kamoga if he tells his clients to fast before they spread their legs. My God. So anywho, another thing that that went well. I'm going to do more blood work, so we'll find out. Bonita, I will give you my results because you've been on my case.
Charles has
Soon.
been waiting for those results. So
She has
this is
been
month 3.
waiting. She has been waiting. And yes, I will let you know, my love. Another thing that current affair in my life, I've been doing headstands for the longest time. And I have graduated to handstands. And yeah, I'm very proud of myself. Yesterday I did my first handstand and I did it very swiftly, like with so much confidence, because I'm a bad bitch. Yeah, per indeed. And then the biggest of them all, I've been on a 12-week program called The Artist's Way. I just got the book. Sorry for the things that are dropping on the side and me clearing my throat. Like I said, I am still healing. This is the book, The Artist's Way. I know I'm giving her a Kalango, but it's a really good book. It's a spiritual path to higher creativity. Literally says that. So I'm on week 2. It's a 12-week program. Excuse me. And basically the things that are consistent, you have different tasks every week. The things that are consistent are you have to write in your journal 3 pages every day. Like soon as you wake up, you just brain dump into your journal. It has been really interesting because I've been having interesting evenings. So like the things in my journal, I will read them. I read them on week 8. And then another thing that we've been doing is affirmations. I've been doing some amazing affirmations. Some of them I didn't believe in the beginning, but then like you have to keep doing it in order for it to like stick into your brain. I don't know if I should read them. I have a separate YouTube channel where I've been talking about them. So I posted week 1 last week. Week 2, I'm going to record it and then post it as well. So stay tuned. I will link my YouTube channel down below. And then another thing that I've really been enjoying that I never thought I would enjoy is the artist solo date. So you have to take yourself on a solo date for a minimum of 2 hours. Last week I went to Motard Conservatory. It's basically a botanical garden. It was so beautiful. It smelled so good. I really enjoyed that. And then this week, I went to the zoo. I don't really like seeing animals caged, but I went to the zoo and guess what? I saw a zebra for the first time in my life.
We actually even talked about it.
Yes.
Zebra, and I'm like, I've been on a safari, but have I ever actually seen a zebra?
Have you? I've also been on a safari because like not last year, 2023, we went to Murchison Falls, which was nice. We had like the whole safari. I haven't seen a tiger though. No, not a tiger. I've seen a tiger, but I haven't seen a leopard. Yeah. But I don't even know why I was so excited to see a zebra. And then it so happened that they were feeding the elephant. Not feeding the elephant. I think they were like walking it around the zoo. So it was like out there, guys. I was up close. It's the second time I was up close to one elephant. The first time it was when we were at Murchison. The elephant saw the car that we were in, and I think it wanted to attack us. So like we were hiding, and like I was scared and nervous, so I didn't really appreciate the elephant. But this time, like the elephant was right there. It's eating. It's walking in slow motion. I wish I could just ride it. I mean, I wish I could just sit on it. You're fasting. What's wrong with you? How much time do we have? No, stop being silly. Anyway, yeah, so I really enjoyed my date at the zoo. Then after I went to the zoo.
This was the first date.
This was my second date. The second week.
Okay.
Yeah. And then afterwards I went to the mall. I threaded my eyebrows. That's why I look extra cute today. And then it so happened that I found this stall that it's not like I go to the mall that often, but like I've been looking for a sticker for my phone. I like stickers. I think it's our nursery school teachers who made us hooked to these stickers. So because every time you do something, yes, a sticker. So for some reason I don't even know why I needed a sticker, but I needed a sticker. I've been looking for a sticker, and then I found this stall. I bought myself an earring. That's for another day. But I love the earring.
Of how you have been struggling to put it in. In that today, guys, let me tell you what. Today Yvonne called me. I was in a suicide awareness class.
How could
right now the struggle is between you?
Do you know I was struggling with this earring. I really love it, but then like it's a little bit
smaller.
Yeah, not exactly smaller, but like you need help to put it in. Yeah. So I put it in yesterday. It took me like, I don't even know how long it took me. Then it fell out in the night because I kept touching it. So this morning.
Do not.
Hey, because now this morning I was like, no, I need to put it in. I tried and put it in. And I was like, I think I need to get some tools to help me. So I literally got pliers to hold it and tighten it. And now I'm hoping that it will stay in. But that's not the point. The point is, at my darkest time, I swear, guys, fear men. Bolabo musajja duka. I called Carlton. Now I'm there in distress. He's there reading about suicide. What if I had suicided myself? Because you know, the guy abandoning me is like, that's between you and your earring. You're making me anxious right now.
Yvonne, like your accent was coming to the phone. I was like, right now.
But no, let me show my earring. I have to like take because I have a microphone in. Let me show my earring. It's literally a spider. And I'm wearing my favorite earrings, my alien earrings, because I'm an alien. I'm a legal alien. I'm a Ugandan in Canada. And I'm legal. That's what's important.
And
So,
current affair about being an illegal goon, but guys, you'll know that I love, like, if you know me, you know I love to travel, but traveling has been giving me a lot of anxiety. It's it's not even the fact that I've just realized that planes fall out of the sky. Or Shagera, so that
but
aside,
they are falling out a little bit too often than.
too often, yeah, I don't know if media is like just putting it out there more. Girl, too little break. Anyway, so I do not know if they're falling out a little bit more, but it's even the fact that be it citizens, be it green card holders, be it like anywhere, Ngatoli, they treat you a certain type of way at the airport. So I want to avoid that. Like I do not want to go out like even like visiting Boston, because I'm in Arizona right now. So even like visiting like Massachusetts or like Virginia, I do not want to face that, arrive there and they're like, oh, come here. Okay. Or in Djibouti and all, like I don't know, man. It's killing me. So yeah, it makes me feel like I'm an illegal alien.
And yet you're legal.
I think I'm legal.
No Fanta orange to be the ditchy.
Anyway,
Hi.
that's what another thing currently happening. Current affair.
Current affairs. Me, I'm still on my artist way, and I am really enjoying it. Because it has really opened my mind. It actually also encouraged me to do my embroidery, which I'm not yet done with. I think I'm pretty sure I'll finish it today. And then one of the things that it helps you go back into yourself and like deal with certain things in your life that you imagined were irrelevant, but then these things are actually impacting your life. Now, for example, like one thing that had kind of stopped me from doing embroidery was, I remember I had finished an embroidery project and I was really, really excited about it. I told you about this, our one friend, Tata Baby. So when I was done with it, I had taken only 45 minutes and like, I was so proud of myself, right? So I tell him that I'm proud, like I'm excited. I've done this in 45 minutes. And then he's like, that's such a long time. By now you should have done like within 45 minutes, you should be able to release like maybe 10 or 20 products. Right? And I'm like, what in the fast fashion are you talking about? And little did I know that kind of affected me because I became shy and embarrassed to time myself because I felt like I was taking too long. And without timing myself, I'm not able to charge, right? Because I've had people come for commissions and they're like, how much do you charge? And like, bitch, I don't know because I haven't been timing myself. So I don't know how to price my stuff. And like small things like that, small things like that are kind of what hold you back in your creativity and like your creation of different things. And you don't even know that. Now, I didn't know that was what was holding me back. And when I kind of faced it, I was like, fuck this shit, I'm going to keep timing myself. And yeah, I'm really excited about starting to sell my stuff because at least now I can properly pay myself for my work and my worth. Yeah. And I know I'm talking a lot. And another thing. And another thing, like I got from the book, I really need to, for my creatives out there, I really need to solidify this into your brains. I wrote it down on sticky notes. Yeah, because it spoke to me. I hope it speaks to someone as well. So I got a few quotes from the book. Yeah. One of them is, it's far harder and more painful to be a blocked artist than it is to do the work. And Carlton, I'm kind of directing this to you because yes, we are coming for you live.
Okay.
I'm directing this to you because Carlton, you're a very artistic person, right? You are a very creative person. Like, you think very differently, even from the way that, even from the way that you dress, from the way that you talk, from the way that you think. And I feel like you are not, I've come for you. And I feel like you are not expressing this stuff. I feel like you are just keeping it to yourself and being afraid and covering it with, I'm too busy to do this. Yeah, I know you're in school. I know you have to look for money and whatnot. But even if you take 15 minutes to work on your creativity, it's going to make you feel better, first of all. And it's also going to open other aspects of your life. Because right now, you are only concentrating on school, and work, and completely ignoring your creativity. Yet, it only takes 15 minutes for you to give yourself time to do the things that you love. You used to love photography. You take photos and you just keep them there. You can work on them. You can, I don't know. Yes. And then another thing that, these things are directed to you, by the way. Another thing is, yeah, the creator will take care of the quantity. Sorry, what am I saying? Let me say that again. It's basically a statement that I have been saying to myself that I got from the book. It's, creator, I will take care of the quantity, you take care of the quality. So when I say those 15 minutes that you're spending, like, just keep doing in those 15 minutes, right? And then eventually the creator, or like, I don't know how people, I know you believe in Allah, right? You work on the quantity, put in the 15 minutes, Allah will work on the quality. The more you do it, it will come easy for you and it will get into quality work. Another thing directed to you. It's my job to do the work, not judge the work. I'm sorry for coming for you. No, I'm not sorry. You keep judging yourself like, oh my God, I'm going to wait for when I have a better kitchen in order to record my videos so that the videos will look nice. Or like, this would be a good video and blah, 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 but then, yet you are a fucking good cook. Yeah? Nobody gives a shit about the background. What you're doing is educating people and entertaining people. You are entertaining. You are being yourself. So why are you worried about what your background looks like? Hence you not creating stuff. And yet for me, I miss your videos.
I think I had promised to do that Nenatan Kokola vegan videos.
Exactly. And your excuse was you're first going to move into your new place right now. You've moved, now what?
I've started again. One video every 2 weeks.
Okay. That's the end of my TED talk. How do you feel? I have exposed you.
For starters, I'm so thankful that I have learned to take criticism in a light way, in a positive way. Because I used to be one of those people who is like, but right now I'm like, oh, okay. Because it's coming from a place of love and tone matters, Kubanga, so like, I'm so thankful for that.
By the way, tone actually does matter.
Yeah.
And I reached a point in my life, sorry to cut you off, where I actually prefer, instead of you sending me a message, send me a voice note, because I might read it in a different tone.
You know, there are some messages Gundizena and I'm like, probably they meant something else. But nesomere eri gundi ngomuntu watudere ku high chair. So I long story short, I'm so thankful for this, you know. And the excuses Nangenzuli at times, and I'm like, oh my god, really that I need to work on this excuse. You know, Tasha, like it doesn't work like that anymore. Because for starters, girl, another flow is like upon me like this. But I'm still trying to finish Sacraments from my 20s. But yeah, Sheila, my friend, decided to say my name in a big place, and people are booking me as a photographer.
Yes, ma'am. You see?
Like every time they need them for going to someone needs a photographer, Sheila, it's like how to because
See, because you took her birthday photos. Like, these are things that I'm telling you. And you're saying you don't have time, right? Because you're saying you're tired of like the being in the transportation industry. This is how you can start. You can put like a few minutes into your photography and then like continue with your transportation. Because,
speaking of transportation, did I tell you? I told you about the Canadians that I drove. That because of the way I speak. They're like, Bananga, you should work on radio. Like, I could, if you keep talking, I want to listen to you.
why
And I'm like,
not? Please, you actually do have a freaking good voice. Someone has told me, but I should also be on radio. And I was like, with this voice.
but you actually have a beautiful voice, Yvonne.
Thank you. Now let me tell you about the artist where I know I'm over yapping about this.
But
I literally
you right to Jita the artist where today.
Simani, like I doubted that person because I don't know, I don't feel like I sound good. Mbia kalizamu mo podcast, but we move. So you know what I did? I literally Negamba. That's the thing. So now yes, and Chimani, but then now like I have to go back and find out who actually told me that I sound bad, because like I didn't grow up imagining that I sound bad. There was a point in my life where someone told me and I sound bad, and that thing stayed in my mind, right? Just like how Tata Baby's comment said my mind subconsciously. So I need to find out who did that. But anyway, I recorded myself speaking my affirmations and like these words, and fuck, I sound good. Like I literally slept to that stuff. Yeah. Meanwhile, I used to sing, guys. Canary. Great. Hey. Kaguni. What did you say? Sokoniko.
About the word canary, and then you're like, you don't remember that, and I'm like, girl, you're the one who used to sing like canary.
Girl, you know when when you block certain things in your mind, yes, like your brain is there to protect the shit out of you. To your point that you will block certain things out of your life until, I don't know, when you're ready to face them. Yeah. Meanwhile, current affairs, I know I've yapped so much today, but it is what it is. I am working on a project. It's, I don't know if I told you about it. It's a workshop that I'm working on. It's basically, I'm gonna just hint until it's a workshop that I'm working on. It's basically has to do with mindful creativity. Have I told you about it? Yeah, I did. Bitch, I haven't sent you the program and everything. Why are you looking surprised? Huh?
So some girl, because we've been working on a lot.
Yes, I've been working on a lot because I want to get out of unemployment. And I'm going to be out of unemployment by the end of this year. I won't even say inshallah because Allah has already willed it.
Mashallah.
Yeah, mashallah. Takbar.
God has willed it.
Amen. So, yeah, do you have anything more to add?
No, thing is, as I have, I'm so thankful that I learned how to take 2 steps back, even though that I've been, been to a like I've been a little bit off. So I encourage everyone, no situation is permanent. As this is something that I was talking to about a homegirl. She was here in her life, then life happened. She went really, really way down, which together. But now she wants to go back and be here, but as her old version.
How is that going to work?
Which together, I told her to stop competing with that version of herself.
Yeah, because she's evolved.
Yeah, like you have evolved, you have seen life in another way. Or right now, like one way. There are some things of like, okay, before I do this, I need to take 2 steps back and understand of like what will it lead to. Which together, that has kind of helped me with like anger. It has helped me with resolving some situations. Kubanga, like Lulina Sidikanga, I'm like, you know what, I'm shutting it out until. But right now, like I sit, I'm like, how does it make me feel? How. So
Yes, girl, therapy.
yeah, so I'm like, guys, if you're going through like indecisiveness, like you're not even indecisiveness, if you're trying to make a decision on something, bit like shopping right now, like, because I used to be a chronic shopper, like,
You've improved.
used to be kubanga, like, already don't know the engo is the start, like, the clothes that I have and everyone, that closet is full. It's not as big as the other closet, for instance, but I love it. But again, by the way, I'm so thankful that I have a small closet right now because it's full. It's I can't even buy clothes anymore because it doesn't take hour.
Exactly, and you can recycle those things that are in your closet. You can wear them.
Yeah. So anyway, now
I saw that. Yeah.
Anyway, so before I buy something, I'm like, okay, do I need it? Like, nebulirira, am I feeling a void? Like, sichina na gundi lyomutwe gwange omwavu gw'okubeera nti buli kaseera nali Kampala sayinanga ngatto okitegeera cause banange omanyi okutambula Kampala ng'onoonya emirimu engatto zo zonna zigwa olubege. So now when you come to America, you can, or, like when you come to America, you can afford all those shoes.
And you want to wear that shoe once and then keep it.
Because I have over 50 pairs of shoes.
Wow.
Yeah, like.
And yet you only have 2 legs.
I was going to show off my legs, but then I'm like, I'm not dressed appropriately. Like I used to have boots in like brown, black, white. But then, like, years pass because there's a way time flies in Bulaya. Or like some medications, like I used to hoard medication. Or I'm like, oh my goodness, when I get sick now, this thing expired in 2018.
I know, and we're in 2026, like.
By the way, 2026, please. The word 6, auntie, because the year is turning 36, I'm getting a little bit.
Oh, so what are you grateful for?
Those are my closing remarks.
Your closing remarks, but you need to tell us what you're grateful for. That's your closing remark as well.
I'm grateful for you. For standing by my side, even though this week over Dombuzeko, but we. we went into the regards of like,
Yes.
you had to go through, But I was looking for you. Nkankanyenga kabwa.
I had to go through certain things on my
Yeah.
own. Yeah.
On my own,
And I know.
not afraid to fly.
So,
My own. Sing along.
I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for you as well. Before I even go there, my closing remarks, I want to put them together. My closing remarks are shoot your shot. And that's that's where I'm grateful for you. Remember our conversation of today morning, you really encouraged me to shoot my shot. And
Meanwhile,
yes,
go on. Was it good feedback?
I shot my shot and I haven't yet received feedback, but I shot my shot.
But remember, rejection is not the end of the world, okay?
Yeah, rejection is not the end of the world. And
But we as Ugandans fear rejection.
yeah,
Okay, and
you move on. But then I don't know, it's something that we need to work on. So yes, I have a lot of fear of rejection. Even I think it's even worse for as a female. Yeah, we have a lot of fear of rejection for real. Because most of our lives we are the ones who are being chased.
yeah.
Right? Now chasing, eh? Hey, you're like, what if they reject me? So there's that fear. So anyway, I shot my shot and I haven't yet received any feedback, but I'm glad that I shot my shot and, put it out there in the universe, and now it's known. And, and now it's known. And yes, I am grateful for you for introducing me to sunscreen. Guys, we should stop this episode here. Anyway, thank you for sticking around, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and we promise to continue to be consistent. We haven't been consistent, but that's gonna change.
Yeah, because our guests, we actually made an episode that we couldn't put out because I don't know, it wasn't appropriate. So, I will give that out because we actually did make an episode. That
Yeah,
we
we
have to
did.
redo. Yeah, and Miss Bonita, yesterday we were in a loud branch. After the branch, today we called you.
And you didn't pick. But Bonita, it's okay. We still love you, and we are still waiting for you. And we're still waiting for you. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for sticking around. Please like, share, subscribe.
It's our number, your drive to school is 1 hour.
Exactly. Exactly. Tata Wabana, you have to listen to this.
Tata Wabana, Yani.
Yegwe, Kamoga. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot for sticking around. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, and have a good one.